This is the new Chrysler 300, and for 2015, it gets kind of a makeover. The front gets a new grille, the back gets new lights everywhere actually. The interior, lots of new updates, including a lot of safety features. We're here in Austin, Texas to take it for a drive. The 300 is all grown up now. The look has been changed, but not to ruin a good thing, the changes are all for the better. The original body has now been chiseled and toned into something more masculine, but with more sophistication. The iconic look of the 300 has always been that signature grille. The new grille is over 30% larger than the previous model and now features a floating Chrysler badge. This is the 300S model, which replaces most chrome trim with black for a more sinister look. New LED daytime running lights and optional LED fog lamps complete the front makeover. The side retains the high belt line, providing the look of a kind of a chopped roof. The S model that we have here gets subtle side skirts and a rear spoiler. At the back, the taillights also get an LED treatment, and the dual exhaust tips are now squared off, giving it a more updated look. The base model Limited gets 17-inch wheels, and the S and Platinum model get nice 20-inch rims. The interior of the 300 gets a lot of new updates, primarily the actual Uconnect screen here, the 8.4-inch that's standard now. The Uconnect system is the same one used in most Chrysler products now. I've said it several times that it's one of the easiest and best systems out there. This one now features the ability to create a Wi-Fi hotspot and even has an app that allows you to unlock or lock your car or even start it from your smartphone. Unfortunately, this feature is not available for Canadian buyers. All 300s now get a new rotating gear selector. This is the 300S. It's a little bit sportier. You have the S on the seats. You can get this in the Platinum model if you want something really plush and luxurious, and it has a full leather-wrapped dash, including even quilted seats. The look of the center dash area here, to me, is a little bit plain. It seems like there's a lot of real estate, open real estate, that can be used for something else. The back remains the same with lots of room for full-size adults. Here's a nice addition though, 2 USB charging outlets for the rear passengers. Also new for the 300, a new steering wheel and a 7-inch customizable TFT display. The power plants for the Chrysler 300 have remained unchanged. You have the base engine, which is a 3.6 liter Pentastar, putting out 292 horsepower. And this S version we have here has a little bit different exhaust, so it actually comes in at 300 horsepower. Then you get into the V8 Hemi, which gives you 363 horsepower. Now, all Chrysler 300s now come with a new transmission, an 8-speed automatic, which you control with the rotary knob. Another thing new for 2015, electronic power steering. So what that gives you is the ability to go through the menu and you can select your steering feel. You can go normal, comfort, or sport. Now, speaking of sport, you can also put the vehicle into sport mode by using the rotary dial, pressing down and turning to the right. Putting the sport mode gives you a lot more responsive feel for the engine and the transmission. Now, it doesn't do anything with the suspension like it does on the Dodge SRT models, but it still gives it a little bit more life. Plus, it activates the paddle shifters and you can drive it like a manual vehicle. There's some new safety features and some nice creature comforts in the 300 now. One being the adaptive cruise control with stop and go. You can actually come to a complete stop. It'll stop for you without actually even putting the brakes on. And if the vehicle in front of you moves within 2 seconds, it will follow that vehicle. It'll just do that back and forth, and it's perfect for stop and go traffic. Also, you can actually control your lane control, where by using a camera, it monitors your marker lines on your left and right, and it will keep you within the lane. If you actually start drifting off to one side, it will physically move the steering wheel and keep you on the road. Now, the 300 is the type of car that you can just cruise and cruise for hours and hours and hours, whether you're on, a twisty mountain highway or maybe something like an interstate. This vehicle is made for cruising. The seats are really comfortable. They're soft, but they're not too spongy. Along with the comfy seats, the adaptive cruise control on a big interstate would be a blessing, just to set it and kind of forget it. You can just drive for hundreds and hundreds of miles. The 300 starts at $31,395 for the Limited and goes up to $42,395 for the top-of-the-line Platinum trim. Unfortunately, there is no more SRT version of the 300, so there goes any chance of a Hellcat version. If you're wanting the Hellcat, you're going to have to go to the Charger. As you've seen, you get a lot of value with the Chrysler 300, especially with the things like the stop and go with the adaptive cruise control, so the safety features, and the new infotainment center. If you're in the market for a large, full-size vehicle, make sure this one's on your list.